Hello. So when we are in the ascension process, we can actually sometimes feel exceptionally numb. We don't connect with anything or anyone, or all our possessions have no meaning to us anymore, or our relationships have no meaning, our job has no meaning. Sometimes, as I've mentioned in other videos, these are feelings that we can relate to. So we can relate by saying, I don't like this anymore, or I don't feel like I'm connected to this person anymore, or I don't like this job anymore. So these are still valid feelings. However, when we feel numb, that's different. The numbness is almost like a disconnection or a lack of sensory. It's like being in a bubble, and we are actually disconnected from everything, anything, and everyone. And we're walking about as if we've just landed in space. We've just landed from a different planet. Nothing resonates with us, nothing feels right, we almost don't have any emotions, we feel astoundingly numb. So this is very, very different than going, do you know what, I really thought this was important to me, this job, but I'm just not feeling it anymore. Or I really thought me and this person were going to be friends for the rest of our lives, and I just don't feel like I connect with this person anymore. So these do have feelings, but the ascension symptom of numbness really is a numbness. It's like an emptiness, a disconnection, walking in a monotone manner, just walking like a robot and just passing through your own life. And what this process is the uncoupling, the disconnection, the disconnecting, the connected and the unconnected from the 3D life that you've been living, and you're actually transitioning into the 5D life or the higher vibrations. And what's happened is that you're very conscious, ironically, that you've left one paradigm, the 3D paradigm, and you've left the relationship comforts, you've left the job satisfaction, you've left the habits and the lifestyle and the surroundings that you used to like in the old paradigm, and you're moving into the other paradigm, but you haven't actually landed. So it's almost like when you take one step and you move into the other step, you're in this limbo land, you're in this no man's land, you're in that space between these two paradigms, and you've come out of one, but you haven't landed in the other. Now, we do actually walk in both of them. We live in 5D, but we walk on the 3D earth. But this numbness is just like this. It's when you unplug something and you haven't quite plugged it into the other socket yet. There's no power, there's no electricity, there's no circuit, there's no currency, there's no connection, there's no energy moving. And so this numbness is kind of this limbo land, this stasis before you get plugged into the new 5D vibrations, and then things start to have meaning for you. It's a bit like the journey from the mind down into the heart, where you're using a different skill set. You're not thinking anymore, you're actually feeling. So it's a whole new language. And when you uncouple from the thinking processes into the feeling processes, it's like learning a totally different language. So this numbness is it's just this empty space that you live in until the new stuff lands, until you really become a bit more familiar. It's quite a big change, raising your vibration, clearing out your energy field, upgrading your relationships and finding purpose, from moving from your head into your heart. It's massive. And so to do that all at once is also quite a big experience. And perhaps the higher self of you, the soul part of you, has gone into that numbness because it is such a big shift. And if you were to take it all in one go, it would create quite a lot of shock and quite a lot of trauma. So the numbness is the acclimatization, and very slowly all your senses and your sensory perceptions will start to come online again. So you will start to feel like you have purpose again. You will start to feel like you have healthy, meaningful relationships. You will start to find joy back in your life. Joy comes from the heart. It doesn't come from the mind. So the more you get into the heart energy, the more these emotions and enjoyments and relationships and your job, your vocation will start to come back online, because you've moved from the head or the 3D into the 5D, and so the heart starts to, it's almost like anchor the new energies in that manner. So what can we do to make this process easy? We can actually, this is probably quite a healthy thing, is be very aware that you're feeling a bit numb, but the best thing is not to hang on to that feeling. So any thoughts that come through, just let them pass through, because they don't define who you are. It's your feelings and how you respond. So you want to have purer, cleaning your thoughts and your feelings up, to be grateful, to be thankful, to be present. And every moment, just know that this too shall pass. Everything is transient, nothing is solid, so everything will pass. And even though you're having a difficult time, be grateful to be aware of that difficult time. And that transforms it from a negative into a positive, from a dense, lower vibrational energy into a higher vibrational energy. And the numbness, it kind of shows you how transient life is, how precious life is, how we can change our emotions. And then when we come out of that numbness, ideally, it's an opportunity to be exceptionally grateful for everything and anything that we do have. But the beauty of it is to be as mindful and as present as you possibly can, and enjoy the journey back into your wholeness and your heart, because you're moving from one paradigm to another, and you're in this leap, this stillness that just feels like numbness. Okay, so enjoy the journey. Thank you. Bye-bye.